So check this out, guys. For those of us that, have been talking about how you can build a PC that would do better than the PlayStation 5, and if you upgrade it from where you were for just maybe $30, $40, you can beat the PS5 Pro. I think our argument has now been more than justified. Simply because a lot of the objections to those arguments, and even what objections brought forward to the arguments in the first place, have now been, in a sense, obliterated by PlayStation themselves. It's actually very interesting to watch because there's a hint of irony that actually clouds all of this at the end of the day. PlayStation just sold out on a 30th edition or 30th anniversary limited edition bundle for their consoles that they sold for about $1,000. Now, this is a collector's item, but I don't care. It is still $1,000. And so all that talk of what you can buy with $1,000 in terms of PC to compete with the PS5 has all been a lie, because crazy enough, it's been the content creators that pretty much are going to try to buy this thing because, their viewers have subsidized their purchase of this stuff from giving them super chats and all, that have been lying to a lot of these console players, saying in order for you to build, a PC that's going to do what the PlayStation 5 or what the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to cost, it's going to cost you $1,500. It's going to cost you $1,000. It's going to cost you $2,000. When a lot of these people are talking all that stuff, they have no idea what hardware actually even is when it comes down to looking at how your hardware performs in terms of the cost that you pay. PlayStation brought you a console into the space of saying that you're going to get better performance from your hardware, and they've basically overcharged you because now we see the hardware is not giving any substantial performance increase for the price difference that they're asking you for. Hence, they're counting on the fact that you have no idea how to actually, in a sense, juxtapose your hardware to the cost. And so they want you to just blindly spend money. Even though you don't buy the $999 version, just the $700 version of the PS5 Pro is enough for them to have pretty much taken you to the cleaners. What's crazy is there were people who actually, when this argument was ensuing, some of them made fun of those who actually bought an RTX 4090 and said, well, you spent $1,500 on a graphics card, blah, 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 blah. Well, I guess now somebody can laugh and say, apparently there are console enthusiasts out there, or maybe scalpers, I don't know, but it seemed like some people genuinely wanted to get this console just for being enthusiasts. So they wanted to spend about $1,000 on a console that gives you pretty much a very minimal performance boost at the end of the day, because that's the hardware category that the PlayStation 5 Pro puts itself in. Hence, the person who bought an RTX 4070, 4060, whatever it is, even a 4090, has claim to their money giving them value for what they bought, while the PlayStation 5 Pro special edition bundle person is only collecting it because of the paint that's been put around the plastic. That's it. That's it. And then them having some nostalgia or adding to their collection or whatever it is. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that the person did. I'm just saying that those who have been saying or calling, those of us talking about the PC as a better proposition, you have no leg to stand on when it comes to price to performance anymore, as PlayStation has basically kicked that leg from under you. Simply because Steam has a better value proposition, and other PC platforms like Good Old Games, they provide you a better value proposition. Hardware manufacturers like AMD and Nvidia, Intel, they give you a better value proposition rather than what PlayStation has pretty much bought from AMD to put in a box and lock you down in that ecosystem so that they can continue to upsell you for basically nothing. So I think this is a very interesting thing to see. I waited all day to just watch and just see the genie get let out of the bottle and never be able to go back. Never, ever can anyone complain that there's a $1,000 fee for you to basically do what the PlayStation 5 can do. Because even if it costs that much, which it doesn't, I did build you guys a PC here on the channel with all the parts and everything still available till date, because AMD continues to make those components because they're the best components from a price to performance perspective. And they do way better than the PlayStation 5. And for just a little bit, if the PS5 Pro can even keep up, because I don't think it can, those desktop CPUs are already just better than what you can get in the APUs. So this is basically a farce. Because if I bring you hardware and I say this hardware can actually do better on performance, here's the price that you need to pay. I need to be able to give you value within that, particular structure that I've set up that competes with any alternative. But apparently it seems like there's no value to compete with the alternative because it's just pretty much a money grab. And please leave that comment in the comment section that pretty much makes my argument and tell me, oh, well, this is a collector's edition, so it probably needs to cost this much. Go ahead and tell me that in the comment section. I actually look forward to that comment because that comment is all I need to obliterate the entire argument. Because pretty much what you're telling me is that PlayStation is telling me to waste money on cosmetics with no proposition to this particular edition of the console. They're playing on my nostalgia and feeding on the fact that, oh, I remembered when I was a kid when the PlayStation 2 looked just like this. Sorry, the PlayStation 1, sorry. The PS1 and the PlayStation are, look just like this. And so that's pretty much what they want from me. This is the most fantastic thing I've ever seen. I've seen this conversation evolve, but I never thought it would get this far. I never thought PlayStation would actually dare charge for a $1,000 bundle on anything. Does this thing even come with a game, like a complimentary game? Let's see what's in it. It says a PS5 Pro, a limited DualSense Edge controller, 2 of them, charging dock, console cover for the disk drive, the stands, 2 terabyte hard drive, only PlayStation controller, cable ties, stickers, posters, paper clip, printed materials, Astro's Playroom pre-installed game. I guess that's a complimentary game for $1,000 though, bro. If you bought a CPU today, a select CPU, you get 2 games. There's a 2-game bundle going up right now on AMD, right? I think you get, what's the name? Warhammer Space Marine Part 2, $50 game, cheap on CD keys. I'm using the CD keys numbers because, the Steam numbers are $60. And I think you can select one other game or so. It's what they give you in the bundle right now. You buy any of these GPUs right now, you can probably qualify for getting yourself another game. So you can possibly get up to 3 or 4 games for the price of about $700. This is not even moving you into the $999 territory. If you move in $999 territory, you'll build a console that a PS6 will probably not touch. Because that kind of performance, for them to be able to match it down the road in the PS6, they're going to have to ask you for about $1,000 for the console, of which it would already be outdated. If you're a gamer looking into the future of your gaming, I strongly believe that a PC will probably be beneficial for you. Whatever, objections you have to that, I say go and research if there's a solution to your objection. Don't just spout in the comment section and say, but, no. Don't do that. Show me how much of an intelligent gamer you are, because you are. You're intelligent enough to be able to go around and say, what is my biggest objection to a PC platform? Is it that there are drivers or that it's a little inconvenient or whatever? Go look up if there are solutions to that you can actually work through. Because some of you that actually play on console, you're some of the most advanced, knowledgeable people out there. And you make it sound like building a PC is freaking building the Eiffel Tower in your backyard, when it's actually easier than some of the things that y'all do in your daily jobs. You make it seem like handling a computer is some kind of a complex equation, when some of you literally build spaceships and airplanes. You repair airplanes. Yeah, some of you are airplane mechanics on the channel. You watch these videos and somehow a computer is going to be a problem for you. Man, PlayStation must have this is straight up an enchantment. If anybody defends this stuff. These are my opinions nonetheless. This is probably why I looked at PlayStation and said, nah, man, there's nothing here for me as a gamer. And I was like, I'm out. Until they start behaving themselves, which I don't think is going to be anytime soon because they're super enabled, then this company is going to pretty much die from irrelevance. And you guys are going to watch it happen in real time. Some of you really do think that this company is too big to fail. You have no idea this new market that we're in. Thanks for watching the video. Appreciate you guys so much. Peace out.